As you start to arrive to your practice today, you can just take your time getting there and start to tune into the body and let yourself move in whatever directions or ways your body wants to move in. So maybe you need some side body stretches, maybe you need some neck rolls, some torso twists, some cat-cows in the spine. We're just starting to tune into your body today. Notice how your body is feeling physically today. And then no rush whatsoever. You can keep moving as long as you need to. But whenever you feel ready, you can come to a position of stillness with a straight spine. And if you're in a space where you feel safe to do so, at any point you can let your eyes gently close. You can mark your arrival to this practice today and into your body with a full and deep cleansing breath. A long and slow inhale in through the nose, filling up to every corner and every edge of you. Pausing for just a moment when you are full, just feeling that fullness, and as you need to, letting it all go, slowly and bit by bit, decompressing, and pulling your belly in toward the spine to just push that final bit of air out of you to truly empty yourself, and pause to feel that emptiness. Letting your next breath come as it's needed. And you can breathe just like that for a few more rounds. Just taking intentional inhales and exhales and just exaggerating the 4 parts of your breath. So exaggerating, elongating the inhale, the pause at the top of the inhale, the exhale, and the pause at the bottom of the exhale. And whenever you are ready, you can release this guidance over your breath altogether and allow yourself to step back and up into that role of the observer, the role of the witness. And just letting yourself simply witness your body's function of breathing. So letting each breath come and go just like the waves come and go on a shore. And noticing if it feels like a simple thing to do today, to watch your breath without controlling it, or if that feels rather difficult. And it is perfectly okay, however it feels for you right now. And just starting to become aware of your physical body and the posture that you have chosen. And feeling that connection between your shoulders and your hips. Feeling the connection between the pelvic floor and the back of your throat. And just feeling that center line of your body elongating and sinking up. feeling the back of your neck elongate, and just creating a clear path from your heart into your brain. And just starting to notice any expression that's resting on your face. And just noticing if you had any expectations with the way this practice would feel for you right now, and the way your body would be responding to this right now. And letting this practice be starting from where you are right now, from where you are starting today, not from where you were yesterday or the day before or even an hour ago. Not letting yourself come from this with the expectations of where you want to be in an hour, or where you want to be tomorrow or the next day or years from now. And just noticing our tendency to hold ourselves to our expectations of the past, of how we were and how we responded to things once upon a time. And at the same time, our expectations that we hold ourselves to of where we want to be, where we see ourselves. And just comparing ourselves to how much better or worse we are than we used to be, and how far off we are from where we want to be. And noticing how that tendency and that thought pattern comes into this practice as well. And letting this be a time where you come to that middle space, the space in between the expectations of the past and the future, and into that space of pure observance, witnessing, and just noticing what shapes is your body making right now, what expressions is your face making right now. And just by being aware, it gives you that extra space to then release and surrender. Notice the holding, notice the resistance, and just reminding yourself that that is okay, and that you can be soft, you can let go. You can trust the anatomy of your body, that your body will hold everything exactly where it needs to be without any of your tension or holding or extra help. So just letting your jaw hang fully heavy, letting your chin relax, and then your jawline going into your ears. Letting your tongue soften. Letting your lips be soft. Your nose, your nostrils. Your cheeks, your eyes, and even letting your eyeballs rest in their sockets. All those tiny little muscles along your lash line that scrunch up when you squint, even letting those soften. So the corners of the eyes just get a tiny bit wider. Letting your eyebrows fully release, your forehead softening and expanding, deepening. letting the whole scalp follow in this trend and release away from any tight sense of holding or resistance. And letting this naturally trickle down your neck, down your shoulders, down the arms, into the hands. And just allowing your arms, your hands, your shoulders, all to be soft and heavy. And at the same time, letting your collarbones be broad. So your heart is sitting in a proud position. Letting your rib cage soften and rest on the lungs. Letting your belly be soft. Letting the muscles just rest and hug the organs in the belly. Letting your hips fully surrender, your sit bones, your glutes, pelvic floor, this whole pelvic region, just accepting where it is right now. Knowing that there is nothing you have to do. This is not a doing or a thinking process. This is a listening and observing process. Letting the legs fully surrender to the surface that supports you, and the feet and the toes as well. And just seeing the shape that your body is in at this moment. Seeing the outline of your body, where your skin meets the air, where the skin meets your clothes. And just seeing exactly how much space you take up. And letting your body breathe to every corner and every edge of your body. Just welcoming your breath to expand. Letting your breath be a natural cleansing process, a natural filter as the air enters your nose and comes into the body, into the lungs, and further. Just letting each breath be an opportunity to bring in more calm, more patience, more understanding of yourself. And each exhale be an opportunity to let go of another expectation. I'm going to read now from Clarity and Connection by young Pueblo. So you can just let yourself absorb the words that feel helpful to you and not worrying about the rest as you continue to soften your body. Attachment is not having desires, goals, or preferences. Attachment is the mental tension you feel when you do not get exactly what you crave. It is refusing to accept change or let go of control. When desire combines with tension, it morphs into craving. Attachment is when you start craving things to be a certain way. Craving is an extreme form of desire that quickly attaches to different ways of feeling and the objects, situations, or people that produce these feelings. Attachment is also when you try to place restrictions on the unexpected and natural movements of reality. It is a heightened form of desire for control. As the Buddha put forth in his teaching, craving itself gives birth to attachment. This dense form of clinging to what we crave not only causes much mental struggle, tension, and dissatisfaction, but it also clouds our ability to objectively observe what is happening within and around us. Wanting and craving are not the same thing. Simply wanting is a natural pursuit that focuses our energy. Craving occurs when wanting deepens and becomes filled with tension or stress. The stress worsens when we do not succeed in getting the thing we crave. Craving is ultimately the source of our mental struggle and dissatisfaction. Even when our attachments are successful in molding reality, we still find ourselves dissatisfied because craving is an endless pit. Once the sensation we pursue has passed, the mind will return to crave more because craving is what it knows best. It is important to note that there is a substantial difference between craving and having goals or preferences. It is possible to pursue our aspirations without the stress that comes with craving and attachment. It is good and healthy to pursue our goals, but it serves us best to do so wisely and in a manner that does not make our happiness dependent on future achievements. We know that something is a preference or a simple desire when we do not have the fate of our happiness connected to its realization. We know it is a preference when things do not happen the way we want them to, and we accept this reality without the intensity of pain or hurt. We know something is an attachment when we feel mental tension, pain, and misery when we do not get what we crave. Sometimes the end is sudden and you are left without closure, heartbroken and unprepared for such a sharp change. For a while you live with a mind that is half here and half full of regret, wondering what if. For a while your heart only feels grief and your mind only sees gray. And then life starts to call you back into its arena of possibility. It reminds you that all is not lost, and that even though a chapter ended, there is still a longer story to be told. With time and intention, wounds lose their heaviness. Healing fills the tough parts of your being, and you awaken the light of love within yourself. In time, you will return fully into the precious now with a heart that feels refreshed and ready to move forward. I'm just taking a moment to let all of that settle. Let all the words that you heard today settle within you, and just remembering that if you heard anything that resonated with you, that is simply when you hear on the outside what you already know to be true on the inside. So just letting these truths be enhanced within you so that you feel a little bit more confidence to act on them. If it feels like something you'd like to do today, you can let your hands find each other in a prayer position at heart center. And just feeling that contact of your palms and fingers to each other. And letting your heart lift toward your thumbs as you let your thumbs press back toward your heart. And as you take one final deep breath into the body, just letting yourself fill up fully. And as you exhale, just allowing your head to gently bow as you let go of anything that no longer serves you. And just bowing to the source of energy that is allowing your heart to beat, whatever you believe that to be. Bowing to the constant source of guidance and inspiration all around you, whatever that means to you. Bowing to everyone in this space for listening and completing this practice right alongside you. And finally, bowing to yourself for choosing to show up today and taking the time out of your busy life for this pure act of self-love and self-care. May this act continue to heal you through the rest of your days and nights. And may you bring the same love and understanding into everything that you do and everyone that you see.